GrantCrooms here. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for tuning in today. Bear with me, my throat is a tad scratchy, but I still needed to get some content out to you guys. So today, I wanted to talk about a simple law we've all learned in school, probably elementary class. But the law of polarity. It seems that a lot of people forget about this law. Absolutely everything in this world revolves around this law here, the law of polarity. Law of polarity means that every positive force that you have that exists, there must be an equal opposite force to that positive in order to create this flow. All of my fellow electrical engineers know that you need a ground, you need a negative point in order for your device to work, your electronic device. For the building to have power, you must have that ground point. Now, another way we can apply this law of polarity is, the phrase, there's always two sides to one story. This sort of refers to the law of polarity. Now, I'm bringing this to your attention and I'm creating a video about it because I feel like it is extremely important to have this understanding. And once you have this understanding, you can let go of a lot of the weight of, one second, let me get into it a little deeper, okay? I forgot to bring a coin for my demonstration, but just hear me out. Pretend this is a coin. Now, you have like on one side and dislike on the other. Are we talking about something different? We like or dislike it? The answer is no. It's no. Talking about the same thing. Talking about two sides of the same thing, which are equal or opposite to each other. This example can really tie to anything you want it to. You can tie it to God and the devil. You can tie this to Republican, Democrat. I don't know, nigga. Tie it to Michael Jordan and LeBron if you want to. I don't fucking know. Whatever you get the point I'm trying to make. But right now, I know it is very important that you understand that your ego will attach itself to one of these sides in our real world. Let's say you're Republican. You look at the Democrats as negative. Wow, they're messing up my country. Blah, 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 blah. Don't really care. Or you're Democrat. Like, wow, look at the Republicans. Wow, look at Donald Trump. Racist. Okay. Who cares? I don't, but anyway, you get my point that I'm trying to make here. Like and dislike, it's the same thing here. Now, this middle point in between the two, this is the main important part when I'm speaking about today. For example, you can think about the law of polarity is darkness, light. Can't have darkness without a definition of light. Can't have light without a definition of darkness. It's just the way, it's the law of the world, the law of the earth that we live on. And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people forget this very basic fact. Now, let's get back to talking about the middle point. Now, the middle point between these two opposites is where I would love for you to where I've been able to get to in this point in my life is this middle point. The way I look at things, I try to look at it from this middle standing point. Now, why is that? When you look at things from this middle standpoint, this is when you are able to see and gain perspective about the entire picture. Terrible circle. But let me try it again. The entire picture. Plus and minus. Let me make it a little bit cleaner on this side. You can see the entire picture. I really don't care about politics. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. When I get to that place in my brain when I can look at the middle point, that means I can gain perspective from both of these opposites. From the like and dislike, I can gain the whole perspective. I can see the whole picture. In recent videos, I have explained about the ego. The ego will attach itself to one of these sides. How many people have you seen are attached to the Republican view of the world? How many people do you see are attached to the Democratic view of the world? Shit, just attached to everybody gets attached to it and wants to argue. I really want to break down the part of why arguing is absolutely, there's no point in arguing in this world. There is always a negative argument or an opposite argument that someone can bring to your point. It doesn't matter whatever you're talking about. I can always have an opposite argument, because that is the law of polarity. It's the law of how the world works. But when we are attached to our egos, we begin defending either one of these sides. So locked in on this side of the piece of the puzzle that you can't even gain perspective of the whole. This is the point of the video I'm trying to make today. It is extremely important that you practice right now to get to this middle point. A lot of things going on in the world right now. It is extremely important that you do your best to gain perspective and learn about the entire picture. Actually, another example that just came to mind. Have you ever thought about why every God or every good guy story has that bad guy in it as well? It's the law of polarity. It's just how things work. By me having this understanding, I understand that there's no need for me to argue. There's always an opposite side, an opposite perspective that someone can bring to my perspective. Now that I've opened my mind to be able to see these things, I understand that I can learn from absolutely any situation. And I would like for other people to get to that point, which is why I'm bringing it to your attention. It's learn. Please learn. This is really the main point that I want to get to you. Just learn. Because you are in a special transitioning time of the earth. It's a beautiful time. It's nothing to be afraid of. But it is a transitioning time. And you will want to be at this middle point when you get hit in the face with a lot of the crap that's starting to come. This is kind of a short and sweet video, but like I said, do your best to try to get to this middle point of understanding and looking at your world. Even get to that middle point about the bad things that has happened to you so you can learn from it. I understand, I was the victim before. I've had bad things happen to me, and I had that negative viewpoint of it. But when opening my mind and getting to the middle point and understanding that these things didn't happen to me, but they happened for me, I can put my brain into that middle point and gain perspective from the entire situation and learn from the entire situation, which is the point of where you're having a human experience, whether you believe it or not. You're here to learn. I hope that I broke down this law of polarity clearly. Probably will elaborate on it more, but I appreciate you for tuning in to another one of my videos. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you for taking the time today. And I'm signing out.